Recording in progress.
Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Online. Good evening. Am I audible online? Guys, can you hear me? Hello. Yes. Good evening. Manigandan. Right. So today, good evening, Karunakar. Good evening, Karunakar. So almost we completed 10 chapters. Today we'll start a new chapter. It's a very, very important, I think 11th chapter, right? So it will take 2 days, today and tomorrow, right? So let's see, guys, here. We completed ACLs, right? And then we need to discuss managing the Linux operating system process, chapter name. Okay. Controlling jobs, killing process, monitoring process, assigning the priority to the process, everything we'll discuss. Okay. So first of all, my question is, what is process, guys? Yes. What is process? Yes, guys. A process is a running instance of a launched executable program. I hope you didn't understand, right? So because of that reason, I'm not going to teach definitions. So a process is a running instance of a launched executable program. Means one normal command is a one process where we are going to execute the command inside the mission instance. Right, guys? Simple. What is process? A process in a general layman language, you can say a process means we are executing one command. So with the help of input devices, operating system, it will accept the input from input devices. It will process and it gives the output to us. Where we are going to execute the process in our laptop, that is called instance. I hope you got it, guys, right? So let's see here. So what is process? A process is a running instance of a launched executable program. A process is a running instance of a launched executable program, right? Process consists. Okay. Got it, guys? Process consists an address space, okay, allocated memory. See, guys, a process is a running instance of a launched executable program. A process consists of an address space of allocated memory. Process, it contain memory, guys. For example, with the help of student user, we are trying to executing one command. Means we are trying to executing one process. The process owner is student, right? The process, it will consume memory. Process consists of an address space of allocated memory, security properties, including ownership and credentials and privileges. Got it, guys? So process, it consists security properties, including ownership, who's the owner of that particular process, credentials and privileges, and one or more execution threads of the program code, and process status. How we are going to identify the process? With the help of process status. we are going to manage the process according to our requirement. I hope you got it, guys. Okay, once again, I'll repeat. So because this is a bit important for real time. Got it, guys. So a process is a running instance of a launched executable program. A process consists of an address space of allocated memory, security properties including ownership, credentials, and privileges, one or more execution threads of the program code, and process status. Got it, guys? An existing process, you can say parent process. For example, I'm a parent process in our classroom. Assume this, our classroom is our operating system. In our classroom, I'm a parent process. I'm a trainer, I'm a parent process, okay? An existing parent process duplicates its own address space, that method called fork, to create the new child process structure. So I'm trying to teaching to you, I'm sharing the knowledge to you peoples. You are all child process for me. I hope you got it, guys. Assume this, the total operating system, our classroom is a total operating system. I'm a parent process. I'm executing the new child process, right? So an existing parent process duplicates its own address space to create a new child process structure. Every new process is assigned a unique process ID. Unique ID, that is called PID. You can say process ID. Simple. How the management, they are going to identify you to allow the Linux session with the help of ID card. That's it, now. So you belongs to Naresh IT or not, how the management, they are going to find using ID card, right? So using this ID card, so management, they are going to find you. Like the same way, each and every process, to find out the process, will have the PID. That is unique ID. Got it, guys? For tracking and security. What is the use of PID? For track the process and for security, right? And the PID and PPID. PPID means parent process ID. So for example, we have the more than 60 to 70 faculties that are working in Naresh IT. So how they are going to identify? With the help of ID card. So faculty ID. So like this, we have the PPID. PPID means parent process ID. Are elements of the new process environment. Simple, guys. An existing parent process, it will duplicate its own address space, that method called fork, to create a new child process structure. Every new process assigned a unique process ID. You can say PID also for tracking and security. The PID and PPID are elements of the new process environment. Right? I hope you got it. Any process may create a child process. Any process can create a child process. All the processes are descendants of first system process, that is called system D, from RHEL 7.0 onwards. In RHEL 7 onwards, they introduced to us one new process ID, the two parent process ID, that is called system D. Right, guys? All the processes are descendants of the first system process, that is called system D, on RHEL 7.0 onwards. In 7, 8, 9 versions having system D, in older versions having init D. I hope you got it, guys, right? So we'll discuss later the differences between system D and init D, not now, maybe day after tomorrow. So I hope you're clear. What is descendants means? Descendants means, guys, Hindi में वारिस बोलते हैं ना, वारिसुल अंटर కదా తెలుగులో. So that is, so all the system D descendants, all the processes are system D descendants. I hope you got it, guys. Clear? Okay, good. So system D means system daemons. System daemons. Daemons is a process. It will running and waiting into the background. It will perform the various tasks to us. In RHEL 7.0 and 8.0 and 9.0 versions having system D as a PID one. First process ID. In RHEL 7 onwards, we'll have system D. So coming to 6.0 and 5.0, 4.0, 3.0, 2.0 versions having init D, initialization daemons. D means daemon. So daemon means devil. Dayong. That's it, guys. Demons means, so usually people they are going to call, so he's work like as a demon. 24/7 like that, right? So daemon means 24/7 it will work. While you are trying to starting the machine at the time, so the along with the boot time it will start. So until you are shut down, it will run, or otherwise you need to start manually. For example, HTTPD is a one server, web server. If you are trying to deploying the web server into your web server, if you try to deploying the web application into your web server, so this web application, so it should run 24/7. So it is going to provide the web services for us. That is called daemon, right? So system means system daemon. Daemon is a process. It's running and waiting into the background. It will perform the various tasks to us. So I hope you're clear, guys. Good. So now, as an administrator, we need to identify the background running process status to manage the process. Got it, guys? So with the help of one diagram, now we are going to discuss process status. Got it, guys? Right. So it's a very, very important diagram, but don't get confused, because maybe by saying the diagram, you're going to feel little bit difficulty, but it's not that much of difficult. After completing our session, very clear information you will get, no need to bother about this diagram. Okay. Got it, guys? Right. So let's see, guys, here. So okay, so let's see, guys, here. Usually, who's going to execute the process into our operating system? Huh? Who will execute the process in our operating system, guys? Users. How many user accounts we can able to create into our operating system? Local users. 60,000 users by default, recommended more than 1 lakhs. Yes, no. 60,000 user accounts we can able to create by default, right? Okay. For example, you'll have multiple users into your operating system. Multiple users, they can able to execute the multiple tasks. Yes, no. Multiple users, they can able to execute the multiple tasks. For example, 4 to 5 users will have into our operating system. Those all the 4 to 5 users, they can able to execute the 4 to 5 tasks at a time, right? Okay. So who will generate the process? Who's execute the process? User. So it will execute the parent process. It will duplicate to the child process, that method called fork already we discussed, right? So here new process. Who will generate the new process? Users, they are generating the new process. Can we say multiple users, multiple process they can able to generate here in new? So maybe we'll have the 4 to 5 users. 4 to 5 users, they can able to generate the 4 to 5 process, means multiple process they can able to generate. Here, multiple process we can able to generate. Thus, all the process, it will scheduling into the ready status. This is called ready. Okay, guys. How many people you know about desktop and laptops, computers? Computer blueprint. Do you know about computer blueprint diagram? Don't know. Input unit. Input unit, output unit, right? ALU, arithmetical logical unit, control unit, like this will have, right? So blue diagram of computer, right? Blueprint of computer, right? So we are trying to providing the input to the system with the help of input unit. Example, keyboard, mouse. User is trying to providing the input to the mission with the help of input devices. Okay, so we executed one command, right? As a user, we executed one command, we are trying to performing a task. So those commands, where it will store? Yes, guys, those commands, where it will store? Huh? Directly, like processor, it is going to get the command from the user, it will process? No, it will store into temporary memory. That is called RAM. Random access memory. Yes, no. So we are trying to providing the input to the machine. The machine, it is not going to perform, it is not going to perform the process directly. Thus all the instructions it will store into temporary memory. It's not executed, it's ready to execute. I hope you got it, guys, right? So now here, multiple user, multiple process they can able to execute. Those all the multiple process, it will schedule into the ready status. Means in RAM. I hope you got it, guys. So it will store into the RAM means random access memory. It's in the temporary memory, right? So here we are discussing about Linux, right? So here terminology is different. We should not call RAM here. We need to call ready status. Runnable are ready. So maybe 4 to 5 users, 4 to 5 users. For example, you 4 people, 4 different process you executed. Those all the 4 process information it will store into the temporary memory. So that is called ready status. It will schedule into the ready status, right? So runnable. It's not executed. It's not executed. It's ready to execute. I hope you got it, guys. It's not executed. It's ready to execute. So who is going to perform the process? We have one device called processor, right? In our laptop, in our desktop computer, we'll have one device called processor that is called brain of the computer. So it will perform the arithmetical logical calculation. You can say that is ALU, arithmetical logical unit. A processor, it is not going to pick all the process at a time. Remember, a processor, it is not going to pick all the process at a time. Maybe 4 peoples, they executed 4 process. So most of the people, what they're thinking, so we'll have the multi-user multitasking. Because of the reason processor, it is going to pick all the 4 users process, it will execute. No, guys, it will pick only one process. You can say first in, first out. For example, it's not like this. So for understanding purpose, I'm saying first in, first FIFO, SNS, SQS. SQS topic will have a first in, first out, right? So, right here we'll have the first in, first out. For example, so Kirti, she executed first process. Then some different girl. So 4 to 5 people, they execute her. First, it is going to give the preference for Kirti process, and then it will pick the Kirti's process, and then it will perform. Here, we need to call kernel instead of processor. Simple. Kernel, it will pick the one process from ready status and it will perform the task. Finally, it will provide the output on top of the monitor, a process it got completed that is called exit zombe. Got it, guys? That is called exit zombe. Guys, please focus on it. It's very, very important, Mr. Rahul. We'll discuss later about keys and those all stuff. You're asking 24/7 keys only. You're not at all bothering about subject. Huh? Still, you people, you're lagging in installation. I don't know why. So if you're unable to install, better to use EC2 instance. Got it, guys? Please focus on it. It's very, very important session we are discussing now. Right, guys? So, zombe. Exit zombe. Exit zombe. Zombe means completed, dead. And wrapped. Finish. I hope you're clear now from here to here. Multiple user, multiple process they can able to execute. Those all the multiple process it will schedule into the ready status. So from ready status kernel, it will pick only one process, one by one. First user process, second user process, third user process, fourth user process it will pick, and it will perform, it will calculate, and then finally it will give the output on top of the monitor, and the process it got completed. That is called zombe. Zombe means finish, dead, right? Okay, so let's see, guys, here. Practically, I'll show you. Yes, already people are becoming zombie after corona. That is what. I think he will have one movie in Telugu, Zombie Reddy. Zombie Reddy or Zombie Reddy, whatever if you want to can say. And English movies also will have. like Dracula, right? Like the same way zombie means completed, dead, right? So let's see guys here. So now we are executing one process called ls-l. So who's executing this process? Root user, right? Then hit enter. So ls-l, it's scheduling into ready status. From ready status, kernel, it will pick and it will perform. And finally, it will provide the output. So process, it got completed, exits open. So I hope you got it, guys. So now I hope you're clear from here to here. This part, this line. Yes? Okay. So now, while you are trying to executing one process, kernel, if it is working on one process, it's unable to pick the another process. Remember, right? So can we do practically? We'll prove. Really, the kernel, it is unable to pick the another process or not. For example, let's see here. We are trying to executing one command called gedit. Right, guys? We're executing one command called gedit file1 and open this file. Then it's working, right? This is a Linux class. Okay. Hello. How are you? So like this, we are trying to writing something inside this file, right? One process already it's running into foreground, right? This gedit process, it's running into foreground. Who's running this? Kernel, right, guys? So go to terminal. Let's try to execute ls-l command. Can we? I hope you got it. So kernel at a time, it will execute only one process. After completing the current process, then only kernel, it will execute another process. Few intelligent people, they should have this doubt. Sir, we are discussing this is a multi-user multitasking concept, right? So why kernel, it is going to pick the only one task at a time? Guys, we can able to open multiple sessions. Assume this one terminal is a one session. I will tell you, don't worry, what is session, okay? So one terminal is a one session. For example, this classroom is a one session. In this classroom, can we able to conduct multiple class at a time? Linux, AWS, Java, .NET, those all the classes can be able to conduct at a time? No. At a time, only one class we can able to conduct, for example, Linux. After completing the Linux class, then AWS. After completing the AWS class, then DevOps. So like this, we can able to conduct. Like the same way here, kernel also, at a time, it will pick the only one process from the user, it will perform, right? If we having multiple classes, then we can able to. So classroom 1, Linux, classroom 2, AWS, classroom 3, DevOps, classroom 4, Java. So like this, we can able to conduct all the classes at a time. So here classroom is a one terminal. You can say one session. I hope you're clear. Yes, no, online. Okay. So clear, guys? Right. So now, so from here to here, I hope you're clear, right? Okay. Next. So now if you complete the current process, automatically kernel, it will pick the another process. So let's see here, save. We are going to save this and close. Automatically ls-l command, it got executed by root user. So I hope you got it, guys. So clear. So automatically we can able to execute the kernel. It will take ls-l and then it is in queue. I hope you got it, guys. Kernel at a time, it will execute only one process. After completing the current process, we can able to execute another process. So clear? Okay. So now we close the process properly and then automatically ls-l. So it got executed, right? So now we should not close the process. For example, we executed gedit command before, right? So if you're executing gedit command before, until you close the gedit process, until you complete the gedit process, ls-l process, it's not executed by root user. Yes, no, right? So now we should not close the process. We should have the gedit process into our operating system itself only. It should not exit zombie. we should have the process, even though we need to execute the another process. What we need to do? The current process we need to stop. I hope you got it, guys. Current running process we need to stop. Then we can able to execute the another task. So how to stop? Let's see, guys, here. Suspend and resume. Stop. So let's see, guys, here. For example, we are trying to executing gedit file 1, right? So this process, it's running into foreground. The process, if it is running into the foreground, you are unable to execute anything. After completing the current process, then only we can able to execute another process. No, we should not complete. Means we should not remove this process from our operating system. We need to stop the foreground process. In foreground, gedit file 1 will have. We need to stop this foreground process. How to stop? Control Z. Control Z is a process. Okay. Boss, first of all, listen, then we'll discuss which process you need to execute and those all stuff you can able to understand. So we are in very initial stage now. Okay. Got it, guys. So control. Anyway, first it should run, it should complete the current process, then only it will execute the another process. So, but we can able to provide the priority to the process. It will take some time. Maybe tomorrow I will teach you how to provide the CPU priority to the process. Okay. Mr. Rahul. So clear, guys. We stop this. We stop the process. Then let's see, guys. Can we? Yes. So, but gedit, it's not working. It got stopped. How to identify? Jobs is a command. Jobs is a command. We can able to find out the background running job status. So gedit file 1, it got stopped. So clear. Gedit file 1, it got stopped, right? It's into stop. So even if you want, you can try to edit something. You are unable to edit anything here because the process it got stopped now. So clear, right? So now we can able to execute any process according to your requirement. Now we need to keep this process again into live on foreground. The process it got stopped, right? We need to keep this process into foreground. Simple, guys. FG is a command and job ID we need to provide. Job ID 1. Only one job will have, right? So job ID 1. FG space percentile job ID. Okay. So actually microkernel, we are not going to discuss everything in monokernel itself only, Manikantan. Okay. So microkernel, it belongs to Windows. You need to execute the PowerShell commands, right? Those all bash commands, right? So FG space percentile job ID, almost the same process will have, but commands are different, Manikantan. We can able to manage the process in Windows also. It's not a big deal. Okay. Both are operating systems only, right? But commands are different. You need to use PowerShell commands. You can search in Google, then you'll get the Windows commands, right? Okay. So FG space percentile job ID, then hit enter. See, guys, the process in foreground now. Then you can edit. Welcome to NIT. Whatever if you want, you can write. Linux is a open source operating system. Right, guys. Now it's working. Now gedit file 1 process, it's running into foreground. Then without saving this process, we need to close, terminate. Control C to terminate. Now we doesn't have this gedit file 1 into our operating system. It got terminated. Terminated means it's completed. So we remove this process from our operating system. So without saving. So I hope you got it, guys. Control Z to stop the process. How to make the process again into foreground? FG is a command to make the process into the foreground, right? So FG. Control C is a shortcut to terminate. Terminate means We are removing this process from our operating system permanently. So the process, it is going to dead. Guys, dead process, we are unable to recover. Remember, we can able to make the process into foreground if the process in stop status. If it is dead, so we are unable to call dead process. I hope you got it, guys, right? So I hope you're clear about this part from here to here. So from here to here, I hope you're clear, right? Okay, now we'll discuss this part. Right. So now here, sleeping, right? Sleeping means we are trying to keeping the process, the two background in running status. Before we stop, right? Now we are trying to keeping the process in background, that too in running status. That too in running status, that is called sleeping. Coming to sleep, we'll have three types of sleeps, guys, here. Yes, guys, you need to remember those letters. From where we need to find out those letters, I will tell you, don't worry. With the help of those letters, we are going to identify the process status properly. Got it, guys? So S means process interruptible. D, process uninterruptible. K, process killable. Yes, process interruptible. We can able to interrupt the process. How to identify the status, I'll show you, don't worry, practically. Okay, so S, process interruptible. T, process uninterruptible. And K, process killable. Process killable, right? S, interruptible. T, uninterruptible. K, killable, right? S, interruptible. T, uninterruptible. K, killable, right? So now how we need to make the process into the background, that too in running status. In sleeping, maximum yes only will have. S means sleeping, so uninterruptible. So let's see here. Guys, it's not like this. You need to use gedit only. Any command you can use, but the command it should run, the process it should run into foreground. For example, we have one command called sleep command, right? So sleep timing, usually in AC, in TV, we'll have the sleep time, right? We are going to like fix the sleep time maybe after 12 o'clock, automatically the AC it should off, the television it should down, like this, right? Like the same way here, sleep command we are going to use in script. So for 1 minute, so and so action we need to do. So after 2 minutes, so and so action we need to do, like this. So like the same way we'll have here sleep command. Okay, sleep 10,000. Okay, sleep 10,000, guys. So 10,000 means 10,000 seconds. 10,000 seconds. So until 10,000 seconds completed, we won't get the prompt now. Means sleep process, it's running into foreground. So after completing the 10,000 seconds, then only we'll get the prompt. Otherwise, we won't get. Means this sleep process, it's running into foreground. Got it, guys? Before we use gedit, instead of gedit, we use sleep. If you want, you can use a calculator command, whatever. If you want, you can use it. It's not a problem. Right, guys? Okay. Now, how we need to stop? Yes, guys. How to stop current process? Foreground running process. Control set. So the process, it got stopped. Then let's check the job. Sleep 10,000, it stopped. Guys, this plus means present process. If you having minus, previous process, remember. Plus means present process. Minus means previous process. Simple. We have only one process. It's a present process. Because of that reason, we'll have plus. Right? Okay. So now, from where we need to get those all the symbols? With the help of PS command, process status command. With the help of process status, we can able to find out the process status, right? So usually people, they are going to use PS. If we execute PS command, by default, you'll get only 4 fields. One is PID, TTY, terminal, and time, and what kind of commands be executed here. But here we are unable to find out the status. Yes, no. So status R means ready or running. T means stopped. S means sleeping. Z means zombie. X wrapped. You need to remember those letters, symbols, right? From where we need to get those all the letters? Let's see here. With the help of those letters, we are going to identify the process status, right? Man PS. So what is the use of PS, guys? Report a snapshot of the current process. You can say in Windows we'll have a task manager, right? With the help of task manager, we can able to find out the background running task. Like the same way PS command here we are going to use. But actually it is not going to provide the dynamic values. For dynamic values, we'll have top tomorrow we are going to discuss, not now. Okay. So PS, it will print the snapshot. Okay. So let's see guys here. PS, it will, this version of PS accepts several kinds of options. What kind of options it is going to support? Unix option, BSD options, and GNU options. So Unix option, single dash hyphen. Option, for example, PS hyphen LF, EF, that is Unix option, single dash. BSD, there is no dash. BSD, Berkeley Software Development, this is also free license operating system. Those people they are providing for us. We are using Linux, RHEL, GNU Linux, 2 dash. This PS version, it will support 3 types of options. It will support Unix option. It will support BSD option. It will support GNU option. So if you need, we'll have few examples here. Let's see here. I hope you got it. So few examples also we'll have. If you want, you can go a little bit down and then we'll have few examples. PS-E to see every process on the system using the standard syntax. So BSD syntax, tree-like format. So I hope you got it, guys, right? So let's see here. PS-E. Only 4 fields we are getting, and then detailed information, entire operating system background running process it will provide you. Guys, if you execute only PS, only current terminal process it will show you. Current session process. PS-E, entire operating system related process it will show you. So like this, we'll have the different options. Better to use PS-AUX option. So all the users details will get. It may be student, it may be root, it may be some different user details will get AUX. PS space AUX, then hit enter. See guys, how many fields will have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fields will have. So how to navigate this output? Yes, guys. How we need to navigate this output? Yes, guys. How to navigate? I need starting line. I need to find out starting line. Then how? If you're executing PS-AUX, we got a huge content. So the starting line, it got scroll up. I need to navigate. I need to find out the starting line. And how to find out? Ala. PS-AUX pipe less. Long back we discussed about less command, right? Yes, no? So first field user, second field PID, third field CPU information, fourth field CPU, not information, utilization. Fourth field memory utilization. VSZ means virtual memory. RSS means, that is not that RSS, this is resident set size. RSS will form resident set size. What is resident set size? From virtual memory, consumed memory. This is total memory. RSS is consumed memory from total memory. Simple, guys. maybe you are very hungry. Okay. Last night onwards, you didn't had anything, right? So what you are going to think? Yes, that's it always. So we need to eat biryani. That's it, na? Because we are very hungry. Okay, we visit to one restaurant, and then usually our capacity is single biryani, but we are going to order pot biryani, right? Regular pack, because we are very hungry. So our mind, it is going to probe to us, single biryani is not enough for you. You are very hungry. You need to have more than single like that. But usually we are unable to have. Maybe if you having hungry, if you doesn't have hungry, okay, paradise, okay. You are from Manigandan, Tamil Nadu. You how you know paradise biryani? Right. Okay. Right. So clear. Okay. Vizag. Come to Hyderabad. You will get like perfect biryani in Hyderabad. Okay. So, okay. 2 times you came. Good. So, okay. So we visit one restaurant, and then what we are thinking. So we need to have more than single biryani. Right. So yeah, more than single means maybe regular pack or otherwise a pot biryani we order. Okay. So it's a very huge amount of the biryani. Right. So you had more than single, little bit only, and remaining all waste, right? Usually our mind, it will probe. So we are going to have more than single like that, but we are not going to, how much we can able to have, that much only we can able to have, right? That is called RSS. So system D, it is going to think, I need more memory to run those all the process. So this is virtual memory. From this virtual memory, this is consumed memory, RSS. So TTY already, you know, terminal number. Guys, if you're having question marks, those all the process, it belongs to operating system. It's not belongs to user. Remember, this is a status. We need to bother about the status state. Okay. S will have C. S means process interruptible. It is running into background, right? And start time, end time, how many commands we executed, everything we can able to find out here. Okay. Go bit down. See guys, we executed sleep 10,000 command, right? Sleep 10,000 command, it's into T. T means stop. T means stop. We stop this process, right? So, but it's available into our operating system, right? And then where it got stopped in PTS0 terminal, right? And consumed memory. And this is a PID, guys. For tracking and security. This is a PID. This process having, this is a PID. So clear? Then how to stop? How to start again? The process it's stop, right? Then how to start again? How to run this process into the background? Then we need to discuss this, right? We need to run this process into the background, right? So sleep 10,000, right? BG percentile job ID. Sleep 10,000, it's stop, right? Actually, FG means it is going to run into foreground. If the process, if it is running into foreground, we are unable to execute another process. But the process, if it is running into the background, we can able to execute another process. Got it, guys? I hope you're clear. So the process, if it is running into the background, so now we can able to perform the multiple tasks. So let's see, guys, here. So BG percentile job ID. Now let's check the jobs. See, it's running. Running in background. So let's check PS, AUX. Go back down. See, guys, here. Sleep 10,000. Where is sleep 10,000? See, we have here sleep 10,000. Before we'll have T, it became S. T means stop. S means it's running into background. I hope you got it. It's running into background, right? So clear, guys, with the help of this diagram, easily we can able to identify the process status. Right? I hope you're clear about this part also. Now, what is this? So let's see, guys, here. As of now, what we discuss, kernel, it will perform the only one task. It will take the only one user's process at a time. After completing the current task, it will accept the another user's process, right? Okay. So this kernel, it's try to executing one user process. For example, user A, he executed one process. So the user A process, it's executed by whom? Kernel. The kernel, it is executing now. In between user B, he executed forcefully one more process. And kernel, what it is going to do? It is going to return the process it is going to return the process to user B. Boss, I'm working on user A. Please wait some time, right? So after completing the current process, user A's process, I'm going to call, I'll execute your process like that. That is called syscall. It will happen automatically in our operating system, no need to bother. So the user, it will return the process to the kernel, it will return the process to the user, right? If the kernel, if it is busy, then it will return the process to the user. So now after completing the current process, it is going to call the process from the user, that is called syscall. I hope you got it. అర్థమైందా లేదా? చెప్పండి ఎక్కడ కాలేదు? Where you'll have the problem? See, simple guys. Assume thus I am a kernel. I am a kernel, right? So Kirti, she came to me and then she is asking one question. So I'm trying to explaining the question to Kirti. So in between, maybe one guy, he came to me and then he's asking some different question. Maybe who's that guy? Manikantan, he came to me and then he's asking one question, right? Okay. So clear. So can I able to give the answer for both the peoples at a time? It's not possible, right? Then what I need to do? I need to inform to the Manikantan. Manikantan, go and sit. And then Kirti, she came to me first, right? So I'll explain the ladies first and as well as first in, first out, both, right? Yes, guys. So after completing the current process, I'll call you, go and sit. And after completing the current Kirti's process, automatically I'm going to call Manikantan's process. And then I'm going to explain the doubt for Manikantan. So that is called system call. I'm going to return the process to the Manikantan. After completing the current process, automatically I'm going to call Manikantan's process. That is called system call. I hope you're clear, right? Good. So this is all about process status diagram, guys. So with the help of this diagram, easily we can able to identify the process status. It's not a big deal. The first time, maybe you'll have some confusion while you are seeing this diagram. Now I hope you're clear. If you're having any doubts, any questions in this diagram, please. Yes, online and offline. Yes, guys, I hope you're clear, right? Good. Right, guys. Now let's see here. We'll do a few practical sessions. How to stop, how to start, right? So I'm using gedit also. Guys, while we are trying to executing the process, if you need to keep the process directly into the foreground, we can. Usually what we are doing, so gedit file 1, then hit enter. And then how you are going to keep this process into the background? Control Z to stop. BGR 4G, for FG commands we are using. BG means background and FG means foreground, right? So when we need to keep the process into the background, we should use BG. See guys here. So gedit file 1, it stopped, right? And then sleep 10,000, it's running. It stopped. Now we need to keep the process into the running status. Gedit process, how? BG percentile job ID 2, job ID 2. Then let's check jobs. Both the jobs, it's running into the background now. It's not going to disturb us. Both the jobs, it's not going to disturb us. Plus means current process. Minus means previous process. If you doesn't have anything, that is previous process. Got it, guys? So plus current process minus previous process. I hope you got it, right? Okay. So now, while you are trying to executing the process, at the time you decided to make the process into the background. Can we? As of now, what we did, we executed gedit process, and then we used the Control Z to stop. Again, we used BG to make the process into the background running status. Doesn't need, guys. Sleep 20,000 command I'm executing. Just you can keep ampersand symbol end of the command. Automatically the process it will run into the background. Got it? Clear? Ampersand symbol, not only for sleep. If you keep the ampersand symbol end of the command, the process it will running into the background. Simple. Then how to stop? How to stop? I need to stop sleep 10,000. Otherwise, I need to terminate sleep 10,000. How to terminate, guys? So Control C. First of all, we need to keep this process into the foreground. Control C only for foreground process. Using Control C, to whom we are going to terminate, man? We need to keep the process into the foreground. Then only we need to execute Control C. Then it will terminate. Okay. What is the difference between termination and kill? Huh? FG percentile job ID 1. Now Control C to terminate. Sleep 10,000, it's gone. We remove the sleep 10,000 process from our operating system, right? So I hope you got it, guys. Right. Okay. So now you need to stop. How to stop? For example, gedit, we need to stop. FG Control set to stop. It got stopped. Okay. If you're having one process, two process, we can able to manage with Control C and Control Z, BG and FG. If we command, right? So jobs is a command to list out the job and we are going to get the status, right? So not only Control C and Control Z, guys, Control Z. If you want, you can use kill command also to manage the process. Most of the people's what they're thinking, kill is a command. It's for to kill the process. It's not like this, guys. The by default behavior, okay, will accept the kill by default behavior. It will terminate the process, but we can able to manage the process. If you want, you can start. If you want, you can stop. If you want, you can reset the process. If you want, you can hang up the process, right? So if you want, you can continue the process, terminate the process, kill the process, whatever if you want, you can do. Now we are going to discuss about kill command. Kill all and pkill. With the help of those three commands, we are going to manage the process now. So first we'll discuss now kill command. Guys, kill command having 64 signals. 64 signals means it's not Amirpet signals, traffic signals, okay? So kill hyphen L, it can give options. In general terminology, we are going to call option, but coming to kill command, we are going to call signals. Terminologies are important, right? So kill space hyphen L, it will list out the signals. Guys, as a administrator and that too in our basic Linux class, we are not going to discuss all the 64 signals. We are going to discuss 4 to 5 signals. That's enough. Okay. Signal hang up 1. Signal HUP 1. Signal INT, signal quit, right? Signal TRM termination 15. Signal stop 19. Signal kill 9. Signal 18. Continuation. As administrator, we are going to use frequently those signals. Right, guys? Okay. Even official content also, you'll have those signals only, those 4 to 5 signals only. So I hope you got it. So how we need to use those signals to manage the process, we'll discuss now. So jobs is a command. See, guys. So gedit file 1, it got stopped, right? Now we need to start. How to start? Kill is a command. Hyphen 18 or SIGCONT also can use. Continuation, right? 18 or SIG COINT also you can use. Both are same. Unnecessary why we need to type lengthy command. So because of that reason, I'm using 18 signal ID. Okay. Guys, here how to manage the process with the help of process ID or job ID. How to get the job ID? Jobs is a command and this is a job ID, right? So gedit file when it stopped, now we need to start. So job ID percentile 2, then hit enter. Or otherwise you can use process ID also using PS command. You'll get the process ID. With the help of process ID also you can able to manage the process. So yes, no. Yes, guys, I hope you're clear. Let's check the status jobs. See. Before it stopped, now it's running. Now we need to stop again. Sleep 20,000, we need to stop, right? So kill hyphen 19 percentile 3. Got it? So now we need to start kill hyphen 18, right? Kill hyphen 18 percentile job ID 3. Now it got start. It's into running. So I hope you got it, guys. Now we need to terminate this process. How to terminate? Kill hyphen 15, then percentile job ID, it got terminated. Clear? You need to hang hyphen 1. So you need to keyboard interrupt hyphen 2, keyboard quit 3. So like this, you can use the signals. So clear, guys? Now what is the difference between hyphen 15 and hyphen 9? 15 terminate, 9 kill. Guys, killed process, terminated process, you are unable to recover again, remember. Both it will dead, right? It got killed. So what is the difference between termination and kill? Yes, guys. What is the difference between terminating and kill? Guys, better to use terminate only. Okay. Both the process, it will close from operating system. It is going to remove from operating system. But termination is the best because if you use termination like 15 signal ID, it will remove the process smoothly from scratch. Right? So each and everything it is going to remove and then it will remove the process from our operating system. Maybe the process it is connecting with some different process. It will disconnect all the process smoothly and it will remove. Termination. Kill it's not like this, forcefully. Very good. Pradhan. Forcefully it will remove. So it is not going to bother about background running process. Kill means kill. That's it. But both the process we doesn't have. Maybe if you kill the process, if you terminate the process. I hope you got it, guys, right? If you want, you can manage the process with the process ID also. For example, sleep 10,000, we are executing. We are trying to executing into background. This process it's running into the background. So PSAUX is a command to know the process ID. So sleep 10,000 process ID 42277. So now kill, then we need to, so at present it's running, right? Yes. Now we need to stop. How to stop? Hyphen? Yes, guys. How to stop? 19. Then it became T. Okay. Kill hyphen 9 42277. It's gone. So I hope you're clear, guys. So how to manage the process with the help of kill command, right? So what is signal HUP? Hang up. Yes, guys. You know very well how to stop, how to start, and then how to terminate, how to kill, and those all stuff. What is hang up? HUP. Signal HUP. So guys, if you hang the process also, it is not going to available into our operating system. But actually the hang up process story is different. I'll tell you, don't worry, okay? So now we'll have the sleep 20,000. So it's running now, right? So kill -1, then percentile hang up. Okay. So for hang up understanding, we need one small service, guys. It may be any service. Then you can able to understand the hang up signal. It may be HTTP service. It may be SSH, you know very well, right? No need to bother about HTTP. Most of the people they are doing AWS, those peoples, you know very well about SSH, right? So what is the use of SSH, man? Yes, security. Yeah. In security. Oh, full form చెప్తున్నారా? Okay. So yes, what is SSH? What is the use of SSH? Why you are not going to select an interview, you know? They're asking about SSH uses. You are going to give the answer full form. Because of that reason, they are going to reject you. So SSH means secured socket shell. Open SSH daemons. Like this, people they are going to. What is the use of SSH? You need to explain. Sir, we attend the entire interview. So we are given the proper answer, but even though they didn't select, because stop to give the full forms and observations and those all stuff. Try to explain what is the particular protocol usage. Got it, guys? Right. Protocol log into Linux machine. Very good. Okay, Bhaskar. I think you are searched in Google, right? Okay. No issues. Good attempt, Bhaskar. I'll tell you. SSH is a one protocol. We are going to access the remote Linux missions into our mission through network. Simple, guys. Do you know TeamViewer? TeamViewer. TeamViewer కూడా తెలీదా? Do you know Zoom meeting app? ఇది మాత్రం బాగా తెలుసు. So, do you know Zoom meeting app, guys? So what is the use of Zoom meeting app and TeamViewer? We are trying to sharing our mission remotely into another mission, another people's. That is SSH in Linux. In Linux, we doesn't have TeamViewers and Zoom meeting apps and RDPs. We'll have SSH to access the remote Linux mission into our mission. Okay. So how to verify whether the SSH protocol is available or not into our operating system? How many have completed AWS and DevOps? How many have completed Ansible? How many have completed EC2? Linux instances. Okay, so let's see. Anyway, I will teach you after completing the networking SSH again. No need to bother, right? So don't think we don't know about SSH, how we need to crack the interview like that. Okay. So after completing the networking, I will teach you again SSH. Practically, we'll deploy our own network into our laptop. With the help of our own network, we are going to perform the SSH task. At least we need one service, guys, to explain hang up signal. Otherwise, you are unable to understand. So let's see here. Actually, what is the use of SSH means? For example, we'll have two different Linux laptops. This both the laptops, it's connecting into one network. Now I need to access the laptop 1 remotely into laptop B through network. Okay. For example, you are into your hometown. Okay. So you got a one doubt. You got a one doubt in hometown. So you call me and then you are trying to explaining me. I'm unable to understand. what I'm going to do? I'm in Hyderabad, right? So how you are going to provide your laptop remotely to me? With the help of third-party remote applications called TeamViewer. If you having Linux machine, SSH instead of TeamViewer, instead of Zoom meeting app, instead of some different third-party any desk application, in Linux we'll have SSH. How to verify? Systemctl. I'll teach you systemctl and those all stuff maybe day after tomorrow. Systemctl status SSHD. See guys, SSHD service open SSH server daemon. Active running means we can able to take this mission remotely into another mission through network. My laptop, I can able to provide remotely to someone through network. So this service we should have, then only we can able to provide Linux missions. Right, guys? Okay. At present, we doesn't have two different missions. What I'm doing in the sense, guys, we are trying to accessing root user remotely into same mission itself only. I hope you got it. We'll have one laptop. In this laptop, we have two different users. One is student, another one is root. Usually, how you're going to switch? SU command you're going to use, right? We are into student user, SU-root. Usually, we are going to use this command to switch local user from one local user to another local user. But remote user, it's not like this. The same local user, what I'm doing in the sense, I'm trying to accessing with SSH remotely. Got it, guys? Usually we are going to access this mission into another mission. But while we are discussing about SSH at the time, I will teach you how we need to access this mission into remotely into another mission. But at present, we need to discuss about signal hangup, right? For signal hangup, what we are doing, we are trying to accessing same user into same mission remotely. I hope you got it, guys, right? So SSH, I need IP address. Check the IP address of this mission. 192.168.0.156 is IP address. SSH root at the rate, right? 192.168.0.156. Then hit enter. Yes. Guys, no need to bother. Everything I'll teach you. Don't worry. I think there is a problem with IP. Give me 1 minute. We are using wired network, right? For wired network, we need to keep NAT, right? Long back we discussed while we are installing the operating system at the time. Okay, bridge will have no issues. Let's try what will happen. Systemctl restart network. Let's check the IP address because IP address it will change. Yes, it got changed because this classroom network is different. Okay, no need to bother. Those all the commands I'll teach you. No need to bother while we are discussing about the networking concepts at the time. Okay, SSH root at the rate 192.168.5.234. Yes. See, guys, we can. Instead of using SU, we used SSH. So we access the root user remotely into same machine using student, right? Can we able to access? Yes, we can able to access. Now we need to deny this access because people, they will misuse, right? If you're allowing the root user access to normal people, so what they're going to do? They're going to misuse. Because of that reason, we need to deny the root user remote access. How to deny the root user's remote access? Let's see, guys, here. Okay, login as a root user. VIM/etc SSHD _conf. So this is a configuration file related to SSH service. I said now, each and every service it having one configuration file. While you're trying to installing services, three things that will happen. First, it will create one user account. It will create one home directory and configuration file. Because all the configuration files where it will be located inside the etc. Got it, guys? open and go little bit down. Right? So here, remove permit root login. Then keep it no instead of S. You need to remove the hashtag in front of the permit root login. So we need to modify S to no. Save and quit. We did few changes into configuration file. Those changes, when it will apply, that is not going to apply directly now. If you want, you can check. We can able to access the root user. Root at the rate 192.168.5. How much? 234. See, can we able to access the root user, guys, remotely? Yes, we can, because what we did the modification, it's not applied. So when it will applied, we need to execute signal hangup. Then, so how to know the process ID of SSH? Systemctl status SSHD. Right? Kill -1, right? Then this is a process ID we need to provide. Now exit, try to access. What will happen? See, permission denied. Clear, guys? What we did the modification into our server, those modifications, if you hang the server, automatically it is going to apply. So what he said, that guy, one guy he said before, right? So clear? User data. So maybe, so used to interact with the data means what we did the modification into the configuration file, those configuration files, it will be applied. I hope you got it, guys. After reset means here we are not using systemctl. Usually we need to use the systemctl restart and reload commands. We'll discuss later. For signal hangup, you need to understand, right? Usually. So if you use normal process, you are unable to understand. Because of that reason, I used service. Clear? This is all about kill command. So if you're having any doubts, any questions, please. Yes, guys. Online and offline. If you're having any questions, any doubts, please. Are you there? Yes, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Pradhan. Manikandan. Devyani. Devyani is there. Huh? Right. I hope you're clear, Devyani. Well, Ardama. Right. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. We'll continue tomorrow, remaining notes and those all stuff I'll provide you. Don't worry. Notes mean